Trevor, what makes an outstanding teacher?
If I've got to be honest, inspirational teaching, motivational teaching, aspirational teaching, all of the things that I put into the slide, which you're more than welcome to take away and use. I argue constantly, they say, Trevor, this can't be measured. How do you measure that? And actually, for me, it was summed up by a lead Ofsted inspector. When you go into a classroom and you award a grade 1, what is it about it over and above all the measurable stuff? And he said, Trevor, when the hairs start to stand up on the back of my neck, when the atmosphere in the room has a sort of charge in it, that's when I know that this is inspirational, aspirational. And I get fed up with people who tell me you can't measure that stuff, because yes, you can.
Excellent. Favourite movie?
Favourite movie? I've got several. One that I do particularly like is Django Unchained, which is recently out. I think people really do need to understand what that period of history was about. But in terms of my all-time favourite, I don't know if I've got a favourite movie, because there are so many, it's such a big question to ask.
It is.
A movie that I've watched recently, I just find I keep watching again and again, and it'll shock you because I'm 6 foot from black, is Maleficent, which is the Disney movie with, I really admire her, Angelina Jolie. Just to show, because it's a personal thing, I just keep watching it over, I don't know why. It says something about me inside, doesn't it?
Favourite book on teaching?
Favourite
book on teaching? Or your recommended book?
I'd recommend literally everything that Frank Cofield writes. I'd also recommend anything that Jeff does as well. I'm trying to, Outstanding Teaching and Learning, and I'm trying to remember the lead inspector's name. She's an HMI. I use her book in teaching. I'm sorry I can't remember. I'm desperately trying to, but it's Outstanding Teaching and Learning. It's an awesome read. She's examined what makes. She's looked at 20 lessons and what makes them outstanding, and what she's done is there is a common thread. There is absolutely a common thread to being outstanding, and she pulls that out so well. And I'm sorry I can't remember the moment.
Angelina Jolie or Jennifer Aniston? And actually, that's on there.
Angelina Jolie.
Great. And what would you say is your most effective teaching strategy? If I can pick one, what is your most effective?
My most effective teaching strategy is actually it is aspiring them. It's turning them on. It's getting them to realise yes you can, yes you will. It's about discipline. It's about saying you can make it, you will make it. Inspiring, pushing, listening, supporting, and that for me is the crux of it. You can teach anything, but if you can do that with a lot of the learners we've got, what I find is. A lot of the learners that I teach have been turned off. And it's not just about putting education in them, it's also about turning them back on. They have horror stories with teachers, I don't trust teachers, I've not had a good time. And so for me, it's very important in the first couple of weeks to switch that love back on, that engagement back on. And then the process of actually doing education with them is awesome. And I just want to qualify, I say this to a lot of teachers, education, a word educa doesn't mean what you put in. Means what you take out. We all have the ability. You couldn't pass a qualification if you didn't have the innate ability to do it. And I like reminding teachers, you're not God. This person has the ability. Do you have the ability to educate, to pull it out? Because that's what it's about. Starting from the premise that yes, they can, and they've got the ability.
Favourite holiday destination?
Favourite holiday destination is the Algarve in Portugal.
Okay. Top tip for surviving Ofsted?
If I can share this, top tip for surviving Ofsted is to not stress them. It is to say in your heart of hearts, I'm good at my job, I know what I'm doing, I'm awesome, I am outstanding, therefore I'm not going to let Ofsted come in and pull my chain. And I kind of turn it on my Ofsted inspectors, I pull their chain. And I have a philosophy, once a grade 1, always a grade 1. So I can get a grade 1, and Ofsted can come in and give me a grade 3. I'll use it. I don't give a toss.
Yeah.
Because sometimes observations are sod's law. There are all sorts of variables. I do mock inspections, I do observations, appraisals. And I recently had an advanced learning practitioner who's been a grade 1 17 years. I observed her. She had a nightmare lesson. That's it. And I think there is a certain amount of subjectivity, which way the wind's blowing, the mood your learners are in. And you've got to take that consideration for that in every inspection process.
Okay, last question. Thank you very much. What's your favourite type of music?
I'll share with you. I wake up in the morning to classical FM, because I discovered waking up to reggae was a bit harsh. So I wake up to classical FM because I was classically trained and I play a bit of piano. I love the full genre of music, everything from Phil Collins to Dizzy Gillespie to Diana Ross to Queen. I don't limit myself. What I hear and what I like is what I like. I'm not going to have anybody put me in a box and say, you know, you're black, Trevor, you eat chicken and you like reggae. I'm not going down that road. But that, you know, the full, if it's good music, I love it. But more importantly, I don't just love to listen to music, I love to dance. I love to dance.
Excellent. Trevor, thanks for your time.